Okay. I'm gonna try this again, y'all, because um my internet is tripping. It's tripping so bad. And y'all, I live in Kuwait, and my internet in Kuwait is just, it's not. It's not, okay? It's just not on point sometimes. It's just not. And tonight is one of those not on point nights. So I'm sorry, y'all. I had to restart this live because my internet wants to act crazy. Okay, really quick video. Today is day one of the style challenge, and so I thought I would come on and talk to you about why you have no style. Some of you, not all of you, that I just titled it that. Why you have no style, why I didn't have style for a long time, and what we can do about it, and the free five-day style challenge. Now, if you join the Patreon community, it will give you access to the actual resources, okay? Starting at the $2 level, okay? If you join the Patreon community, you'll get the workbook, all of the handouts that I created, and all of the private secret trainings that I'll be doing this week, okay? But I'm still gonna do this every day on YouTube. Okay, so this is day one of my 5-day style challenge. And I was inspired to do this style challenge because of how I see grown women dressing, okay? Now, it really doesn't matter if you are a professional working woman, if you are a mom, if you are a makeup artist, if you're creative, that doesn't matter. I think the number one reason that people have no style is because they are looking to people that they should not be inspired by. I mean, heck, there's a lot of YouTube videos I come across and I'm like, I'm supposed to wear that? Or are you supposed to wear that? In the body you have, with the shape you have? That's a negative. I also think we're inspired by celebrities, and we shouldn't be, because celebrities lead a total different lifestyle. I mean, we can take a celebrity style and modify that style, but that is not going to be beneficial in creating a style that we love, okay? So the purpose of the 5-day Find Your Style Challenge is to really dig into your wardrobe and start looking at your clothes and see if they match your lifestyle. Does your wardrobe match your lifestyle? That would be the question. And so that's the reason I'm doing this challenge. I'm gonna come on YouTube for the next 5 days and give you some tips on how to revamp yourself after you do the style audit, okay? So the people who are part of my Patreon community, you've already got the workbook. It's up in Patreon. If you're a part of my private Facebook group, it's up in the private Facebook group. It's there. Just go to the link in Patreon or in my Facebook group and get that information. I did a workbook for you guys, and thank God for my assistant. She helped me work on this workbook. You know, making it pretty and putting it all together after I gave her the information. So I'm so grateful to my assistant. She's such a help to me and with all my businesses. So yeah, so it's the Find Your Style Challenge. And day one of the challenge, well, actually it's all week, okay? So the challenge is all week. Every day you are supposed to write down what you are wearing, okay? And I created different categories on the workbook that would help you identify what type of clothing you're wearing. So you might be athleisure, you might dress casual, you might wear a uniform. Hey, you might wear a uniform, but then you just need to record what you wear on your leisure time, okay? So if you wear, hold on a second, y'all. I always forget to pin my hair up before I come on, because I hate when it's falling and I'm talking. But yeah, anyway, it's about time for me to take my braids out, but I digress. Okay. If you wear a uniform, just put what you wear after work, or you know, not print out, but write down what you wear on your leisure time, okay? So anyone can do this. You don't have to be in my Patreon group to do this, but the first step to finding your style is taking note of what you're wearing and with the pieces that you have in your wardrobe, and identifying, is your style casual? Is your style athleisure? You know, athleisure is like leggings, joggers, you know, sweatshirts, basic t-shirts, yoga pants, things like that? Do you wear that on a daily basis? Casual is more like jeans, shorts, tank tops, printed tees, knit tees, things like that. And then we have the business casual, which I think most of you would fit into because you probably have a job that requires you to wear business casual, a lot of you. And that would be skirts, trousers, cardigans, dusters, things of that nature. And then you have the formal, which I doubt most people would be dressing formal, actually business, sorry. Business is suits, professional dresses. You can't really play around too much with business as far as the type of clothing, because business is business. And I don't think a lot of people know how to dress business. Business is like button-down shirts, suit jackets, trousers, business length appropriate skirts. Hey, it's not business casual. Business casual is still professional, but a little more loose, okay? And then you have the formal category, but most people would not be dressing formally every day. So the purpose of this wardrobe audit, that's what I'm calling it, or style audit, is you're going to write down for 5 days, actually 7 days, Monday through Sunday. You're gonna write down for 7 days what you are wearing, and you're gonna put it into a category. So like I said, if you are already in my Patreon group, whether you are on the $2 level or whether you are on the $10 level, you already have this workbook that we worked really hard on. Like I said, my assistant helped me with it, and I'm still gonna come on every day and give you the tips. But I am gonna have some private meetings with my Patreon members, okay? So Patreon community, get ready for that. There is a link in my description box if you want to join Patreon, if you want the resources, the worksheets, if you want to be a part of the private community. Take a look at my Patreon. All the information for the challenge is there, and we would love to have you, and I would love to help you develop your style. So I think, like I said, a couple of reasons we go astray with our style is because we're looking at YouTube. I notice a lot of plus size YouTubers do not dress professionally. They do not dress for their body type, and they do not understand how clothes should fit one's body in general, okay? So if you take a tip from a YouTuber who is dressing inappropriate for a work promotion, or even inappropriate for a date, because the last thing you want to do is dress like a hoochie mama on your first date. There's a certain strategy that you should have with dating, especially as a curvy woman, as a plus size woman. But this challenge is for all women. It's not for plus size women. It's for any woman who is trying to improve and develop their style. And that is something that I'm always trying to do. But I think because people look to celebrities so much, they look at celebrities, they look at YouTube, and they look at TV, and they're like, oh, I like that. That's so cute. Like, no, it's not for you, because A, you're a mom, a busy mom running around, or B, you work in a corporate office. So what a celebrity is wearing is probably not going to be appropriate unless they're super conservative and are dressing business. Thank you. If you're a makeup artist or a painter or someone that has that very flexible work environment, you might could do business casual or casual. But I press upon you, even if you work in a business environment that is business casual or even casual, you should be doing better than that. You should be always going a step above in your looks and your makeup, in your how clothes fit your body, and how you present yourself. Just because you can wear jeans to work doesn't mean that you should, okay? People respect people who carry themselves with elegance, with class, who look like they have it going on, like going on in the area of they look smart, they look polished, they look clean, they look amazing. Thank you. I will leave a link after this video. I'll put a link to this lipstick. This lipstick is called Bitten, and you can get it from my Avon store. It's really pretty. I love it. This is it right here, actually. It's called Bitten by Avon, and it's a really pretty, this is my favorite lipstick from Avon. Yeah, this is Bitten. And you can get this from my Avon store. So it's bit.ly shop Avon online. I'll leave a link at the end of this video. I'll put it in the description box. Okay, So yeah, so that's why you have no style. You're looking at people as a way to dress instead of developing your own inspiration or modifying the styles that you see on other people. Because like I said, that's kind of why I started making YouTube videos. You know, I would look for girls who were curvy or who had body types like mine, and I noticed over the years it has got progressively worse as far as plus size. Like this challenge is for everybody. It's not just for plus size women, but I'm just speaking personally as a plus size woman. When I try to go to a lot of different plus size channels, I don't enjoy plus size fashion channels for the most part because a lot of their clothes are too tight. They showing all their rolls, all their cellulite, everything God did not give them because God didn't make us fat. But you know, everything we gave ourselves, stretch marks, rolls, or you know, or they don't have a good bra on, or they're not ever wearing anything that's covered or that would be appropriate to wear to a business meeting. I mean, I'm an entrepreneur. A lot of times I want to present myself in a way where people are comfortable knowing that I'm professional. And how you dress, you're sending a message to people. You are sending a message to people. And that's why I say, even when you're going on a date, don't wear the most low cut, what is a low cut, girl? Low cut shirt. I mean, because they're going to think you're a hoochie. You know, they're going to be like, oh my gosh, she's a hoochie mama. I probably can hit this tonight. That's not the message you want to send out when you're going on a first date or when you are meeting people for the first time. Watch how low your top goes, you know, when you're on a job interview. So that's what this challenge is really all about. It's taking an introspective look at our wardrobe. So we're going to take an introspective look at our wardrobe. We're going to record what we wear for 1 week from Monday through Sunday. If you do not have the workbook, if you're in my Patreon community, whether you are on the $2 level or whether you are on the $10 level, that workbook is available to you. All of the resources from the challenge will be available to every level of my Patreon community. The only part that's not available to you if you are not doing the $10 level is you will not be able to, you can post your outfits probably in Patreon, but we have a Facebook group where you can post your outfits, ask questions, get feedback, and things of that nature, especially for people who are dating, who need a fresh new look, people who are in professional jobs that need to understand how to dress professional, if you're trying to get a raise, if you're trying to just upgrade your look a little bit. And it doesn't matter if you're skinny, it doesn't matter if you're big, okay? The Lippy is Bitten by Avon. You can get it from my Avon store. I talked about Avon in my previous video, but I will add that to the description box at the end of the video. It's called Bitten by Avon. It's Beyond Color Avon. Beyond Color lipstick in the color Bitten. Okay, so the 5-day style challenge is all about that. Now it's going to be longer than 5 days, but the 5 days is just where you're going to really take a look at your wardrobe and write those things down. Okay. And I think that's it for day 1 of the challenge. Those of you who are in my Patreon community, I will have another private video for us. I will send you a private YouTube link where I'm going to be going live just for my Patreon members. But the workbook is already available to you guys. So you can go ahead and print the workbook, print the PDF, and start recording your outfits. That is the first day of this challenge. The Style Audit Challenge, okay? We are going to record what we wear for 1 week, and then we're gonna learn what our style is based on the type of clothes that we wear, whether you are athleisure, casual, business casual, business professional, or whether you wear formal. I don't think anybody wears formal outfits on a regular basis, but that category is still there. So all of the instructions are on the worksheets. I would highly recommend just join the $2 level. If you just want the worksheets and the support and the private meetings, just join the $2 level. If you want more support, meaning you want us to give you feedback on your outfits and kind of help you go through a process of evolving with your style, then join the $10 level. Either level is cheap. I mean, y'all probably have spent that. I spend almost $10 every day when I go out for coffee, so some people have it. You know, if you know somebody, you buy a lot of coffee, you eat out lunch every day. Like I eat out lunch almost every day. you got $10 to join the Patreon community to improve your look. Okay, if you don't have it, don't join. You know, if you're a college student, I might sponsor a couple college students. If you're a college student, email me, and I might sponsor you. Dang, that went so fast. What are your thoughts on women in managerial positions who wear clothes that are way too tight? I think that's unfortunate. I think they don't know how foolish they look. I think they probably haven't been taught by their mother or father or anybody about professional dress. And it might not be their fault. But when you get a certain age, and I was talking to this about my girlfriend one day, and we were saying, like, once you reach a certain age in your professionalism, you should be doing some research on what's appropriate for different work environments. I think too tight clothing is inappropriate in all environments except the club. Now, if you go into the club, you might can size down 1 to 2 sizes depending on how you want it to fit. But if you don't have the body to downsize 1 to 2 sizes, then don't do it either, okay? Because there is nothing worse than you walking around the club with your gut hanging out or your cellulite showing, thinking you cute. You are not about to attract any quality man like that. I'm sorry. That's just all the way the truth. You are not about to attract a quality man walking around with everything hanging out. What do you think leggings are plus size? Yes, I think leggings are plus size friendly because this is the thing about plus size women. We are all shaped differently, okay? We are all shaped differently. Plus size women have, I know some plus size women who have very little cellulite. They got fat on their bodies, but they have very little cellulite. Or they have very little stretch marks. Or their shape is in such a way that their clothes really look good on them, okay? So all plus size is not created equal. I think you have to understand how to wear leggings that are appropriate. And I think, like, yeah, the top, leggings are not pants. So when you wear leggings, you should be wearing a tunic. You should be wearing leggings that have good stretch, that are quality, that are not cheap. I mean, you don't need to be buying your leggings at a Rainbow and Walmart. Like, you need to buy your leggings out of a good quality department store or plus size chain so that you don't look like a fool out here in these streets, because it's a lot of people looking like some fools out here, okay? And you don't want to be one of those people. So I think leggings, I personally do not like leggings. I like to dress more chic, and I don't think leggings are chic. So, but my mom loves leggings. My sister loves leggings. I think they look great, especially on apple shapes, because apple shapes are heavier in their midsection, but they're smaller on their bottom. They usually have great legs. Apple shapes usually have great legs. My sister is an apple shape, so she's top heavy, but her legs are pretty small, and she looks great in leggings, and so does my mom. I'm the only one in the family that kind of has an hourglass kind of shape, I guess you can kind of say, but my mom and my sister are more apple, on the apple shape side. So yeah, so once again, we are starting the 5-day style challenge, and even if you're not going to join Patreon, this is what I want you to do this week. I want you to start taking pictures of what you're wearing every day, okay? This is the challenge. Take a picture of what you're wearing for the next 7 days. Once you take that picture, decide if your look is athleisure, which is like yoga pants, t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, anything that's loungewear is athleisure. And a lot of stay-at-home moms wear the athleisure things, okay? Decide if it's casual, if it's business casual, if it's professional, or if it's formal. And keep track of that. And then we are going to talk about purging our closets in one of our next sessions. So we're going to purge the things that we don't like, because if you don't like it and you look terrible in it, you just need to get donated. You need to get a donation bag for Goodwill or for Salvation Army, or sell the clothes if they're in good shape. Now, if they peasy, got holes in them, don't try to donate that to nobody. Nobody don't want that, okay? What tips do you have for a true pear shape? Pear shapes and hourglass shapes are very similar, but with the pear shape, pear shapes are usually extremely small on the top, like extremely small. So pear shapes look good with showing off their shoulders, cinching in their waist because they have this great shape where they're super tiny on the top. Usually pear shapes have very small busts. So I think pear shapes look great with pencil skirts, tube tops, strapless dresses, spaghetti strap dresses, um, button downs with the belt, with trousers. I think pear shapes can pretty much wear anything because they're similar to an hourglass shape, but the difference is they're usually very narrow at the top, very small at the top. So I think pear shapes can do a lot, but I would say as a pear shape, play off your shoulders, play up your to balance out your body. You know, play up your shoulders. You could wear a statement top, or a statement dress where the sleeves kind of have either ruffles or flares if you're into that. If you're not, keep it minimal. And yeah, I probably have more to say on that, but that would take me to a whole nother topic. But yeah, I think pear shapes look good when you play up your bust or when you play up your shoulders, because you're usually, that's the smallest part of your body. So you kind of want to balance yourself out when you're a pear shape. Okay, so that's the challenge. That's the day one activity, but it's actually an activity for the whole week. But this is just the intro video, just kind of introducing you to the challenge and letting you guys know that if you want to get the workbook that I've created for the challenge, if you want to be able to ask questions, if you want the private videos that we're going to be doing on building our style and upgrading our look, join the Patreon community. It's not that expensive, and you can leave whenever you get ready. If you don't want to be a part of it anymore, you just leave the Patreon community and that's it. All right. What tips do you have for an apple shape who really enjoys boho? Boho is amazing. I think my sister enjoys boho. So I think for boho, you have to be careful because sometimes you'll look sloppy. But I do think if you do wear leggings, I love the tunics that have the little sleeves. I forget what you call them. They have little flare sleeves. That's very boho. It's not a ruffle sleeve, but I forget what it's called. You know those sleeves that like droop down? What do you call that? Is it bell? Yeah, bell sleeves. That's very boho. I think tunics, yeah, bell sleeves. If you're wearing leggings and you want to play up the top a little bit, people like bell sleeves. I think for boho, you could probably do a maxi dress, but what I would do if I was an apple shape, I would make sure that I belt. A lot of apples think that they can't wear belts, and that's not the truth. You can wear belts, but just don't wear the belt too tight so that it's fitting you in a weird way. So if you don't want to look like super dowdy or wide, you might want to think about adding a belt to your maxi dresses. Like I said, I think leggings look great on apples with tunics. Jeans look great on apples too. It's just finding the right balance between your wider top and your smaller bottom. So I just think you have to try things on. You really have to try things on. But I love shift dresses, like those dresses that you could just throw on and you can add a cardigan over it and then you can add a little belt. I love stuff like that. It's hard for me to think of everything like just off the top of my head. Like I really need like to do a whole series on every shape. Because it's hard for me like to think of everything off the top of my head. Where do I join? There's a link in the description box. So if you go to the description box, there is a link there with the link to the Patreon. So it should be in the description box. Okay, so that's it, you guys. That's day one challenge, is to start looking at your wardrobe. Even if you're not in the Patreon group and you're not going to participate in the challenge, just start taking a look at your wardrobe and defining your style. Are you casual? Are you business casual? Are you athleisure? Is your attire professional? Because maybe you have a professional job and you find that you dress like that all the time. Just start looking at what you're wearing, okay? And identify where you're at. Once we identify where we're at and what we're wearing this week, then we're going to take it to another level. And what we're going to do is we're going to purge our closets of the things that we do not like. And then we're going to create outfit combinations that will make your wardrobe functional. It'll make it easy to get dressed, and you will be confident in yourself after we finish this style challenge. And then we'll take it a step further for the people who need more help after the challenge. The work, I do wear a uniform every day. Do you think I still can benefit from the yes, because I think people who wear a uniform struggle the most, because don't you just love being able to wear a uniform though? Like, you wake up in the morning, all you got to do is get your face together a little bit, and then you put your uniform on. Like, that's awesome to be able to wear a uniform to work. But I'm sure you still have a personal life, a dating life. I'm sure you're invited to birthday parties, social events. I'm sure you go to the mall, to the grocery store. You know, I'm sure you have a life outside of that uniform. So I think if you wear a uniform, please, please join the Patreon community, because we will help you develop an easy, we're not trying to make it hard. That's the point of this challenge. I want you to have a style that you love, that you feel confident in, and that's easy. And that's kind of what I had to do when I moved to the Middle East, because in America, I was collaborating with so many different brands, and I was getting so many clothes on an everyday basis. And I just felt like my style was good, but it was like all over the place. Like, I feel it was like my closet was just packed full of clothes that I just wasn't wearing after I would wear it that one time for my blog photos. And I just love the fact now that I have a cohesive closet of items that I love, that I can pair up with different things, and that I look good. You know, my style is more on the business casual side, because I do wear jeans, so it's slash casual but business casual. And if I have a formal event, then I'll wear formal. But we don't need a closet full of formal attire. We only need like 2 dresses for formal attire. 1 for some people, because there are different ways that you can match up that one dress, okay? So my style leans more to business casual, and I call it minimal chic or minimal fashion, which I'm gonna do a whole class on minimal fashion for the people who want to dress basic, just want basic midi skirts, midi dresses, cardigans, dusters, jeans that fit your body great, simple belts. That's my style. Let me see what y'all said. I carry a lot of weight in midsection in most shapewear, so restricting and uncomfortable that I can't wear. Do you have any suggestions? For shapewear, I really like something that's not shapewear. So if you go to HSN or QVC, they sell something called, they're jockeys, right? It's from the Jockey brand. And they have these like, they're kind of like panties, but they're like long line panties that kind of look like shapewear, but they don't suppress you, okay? I also would recommend going to Lane Bryant if you're plus size. I don't know if you're plus size. If you're not plus size, you can just go to a regular store and get those panties that stretch, you know, but they have support. I have a couple of pair of panties like that I got from Lane Bryant, and they're high waist. So they kind of look like a girdle, but they don't restrict you like a girdle. But they hold you in more than just a regular, you know, silky pair of panties would do, or a regular pair of cotton panties would do. They almost have that shapewear feel, but they're not shapewear. So that's what you want to look for right now, until you do what you do, whatever you're going to do with your midsection. Just dress around that midsection, because a lot of women will tell you, oh, it don't matter, girl, just wear your gut, just wear it, just wear the tightest shirt that you can find around your big stomach. And that's unattractive. No, you should not play up your flaws, okay? We all have flaws. I got a ton of them. I got stretch marks, I have a birthmark on my arm, I have cellulite, I have all of those things. And my husband, I think he loves all of it. But I don't want other people to focus on my flaws when I'm in my clothes. When I walk in a room, I want people to be like, dang, look at her. I want the skinny girls and fat girls to turn their heads and be like, this chick is bad. Look how her clothes fit her. Look how them jeans fit her. Look at how that duster fits her. Look at that belt. Look at her. She is bomb. That's what I want people to say. I don't want them, I'm just trying to read y'all comments. I don't want them to say, look at her gut. Dang, look at all them stretch marks. Now, if you at the beach, that's something different. I don't try to hide my body at the beach. You know what I mean? Like, I wear my bathing suit. I wear a cover up to be appropriate if I'm out of, you know, in the hotel and stuff. But I don't try to hide my body. Whatever size I am, I dress it, I rock it, I love it. But I'm always going to look my best. And if I was single, I do the most now. But if I was single, I would double look my best. All facts. I would double look my best, especially if you plump. And a lot of people just telling y'all the wrong things, but probably because they single and ain't got no man. Or, you know, they hate men now, so they don't date. You know, it's weird world we live in. It's a very weird, people have weird ideologies and weird thought processes, and, you know, and you just got to carry yourself with respect, you know. If you want a quality man, if you want people to look at you and respect you in the workplace, how you dress is a determining factor in the jobs that you get. It's proven that more attractive people get better jobs. That's like facts. If you're attractive, like if I was looking for a job, a professional job, I don't even think I would wear braids. Like I wouldn't even wear braids. Because the world we live in is so superficial. And that's why you got to be careful with natural hair and how you groom your, because y'all know I'm natural. And I love my natural hair. But I don't work in nobody's professional work office, you know. And when I did work, I had a professional job, but teachers had more flexibility with our style. Now, when I worked at Verizon in their corporate center, the dress code was not as flexible. It was business casual, but it was more where you had to dress more professional. I think locks are beautiful. I just think that if you have locks or braids or natural hair, make sure that you keep everything groomed. Make sure that it is groomed, it is neat, it's not dirty. This is if you work a professional job. If you do not have a professional job, this will not affect you, okay? But people who have a professional job, this will affect you. I also have a belly and don't like shapewear. What works for me are boy shorts, panties. Yeah, that's the ones I was recommending to her that keep my belly from moving but accentuates the booty. Yes, that's perfect. That is perfect. All right, you guys, so I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I would highly recommend you join the Patreon group, even if it's at the $2 level, but the $10 level will give you the full support and the full experience. And this is day one. For this week, we are going to look at everything we wear every day. If you wear a uniform, just record what you wear after work or on the weekends and decide what type of style you have. But if you want my resources that I created, join the Patreon community, because we need serious people. We need people that's going to invest in themselves and that want to look good and that believe that they should have everything in life. And part of that is how you look. God is going to bless us regardless. He's going to take care of us. If we work hard, we're going to be blessed. But we got to take care of ourselves. We got to take care of our bodies. We have to take care of all of that. So I will be back for day 2 of the Find Your Style Challenge. The link to the Patreon community is in my description box. And the link to this lipstick I will put in the description box as well. And I will see you guys for day 2 of the Find Your Style Challenge. Peace and love, guys. Bye.